there's quite a few guys out again today. You guys have kind of dodged bullets somewhat throughout the season, missing some key players. What changes today with all of those guys?
Well, certainly Kyrie and Morris and those guys have a big impact on the season they've had so far. But one thing about Boston is that they play the same way no matter who's out there, and they're still a really good defensive team. Rozier had a great game last game, so they'll find ways to fill the void. But I don't think their style of play changes that much.
Hey Terry, you guys obviously won 7 out of 9. What have been the constants for you guys during that stretch? What's worked for you?
The offense has really come around. For the first 2.5 months, we struggled offensively to hit our stride. But all the month of January, the offense has been playing well, and our defense has slid a little bit. But we're shooting a good percentage, just in a good rhythm offensively.
Talk about the balance that all teams are trying to strike between being good at both ends of the floor, and when you get to that point where you're really good at one and not so much at the other, trying to level that out. Talk about the challenge.
It is. You expend a lot of energy on defensive end. You expend a lot of energy on the offensive end. The best teams are, I've always used, if you can be a top 10 in both offense and defense, you're probably a championship contender. And I think that's what most teams are striving to do. But it's a talent to be good at both ends.
Terry, you guys kind of took off after acquiring Nurkic last year. How have you felt about the way he's fit in this year?
He had such a good run for us at the end of the season last year, and to be honest, he hasn't hit that stride as much as he did last year. But he's played better. He's had difficulty finishing around the paint for the first couple months. He's gotten better with that, and this is a challenge for him. This is the first time in his career that he's being relied on every night to be a significant role on a winning team.
Does it surprise you at all that he didn't just kind of pick up right where he left off? Or?
Yeah, probably. I mean, because of how we finished the season, how he finished the season, I think everybody expected that. But to be honest, this is 2 years in a row for us that we finished the season really strong the previous year and got off to a kind of a disappointing start.
What makes Boston so good defensively?
They don't make very many mistakes. They communicate really well. I think they're well coached. They're very disciplined. I said they communicate well. It's they have all the signs of being a good defensive team. I think they take individual challenges. I think Horford does a nice job of anchoring their defense. Just all the things you want from a team defensive aspect.
How unusual is it for a team to be good defensively and have so many new faces? And when I say new, I'm talking about guys who are new to the league, not just to that respective team.
I think it speaks to the coaching. I think Brad does an outstanding job of putting things together. Probably his background being in college, being a good teacher, has a lot to do with that.
Terry, the local kid Connaughton is obviously playing a lot more than he did his first 2 years. What has he done to put himself in that position? How has he played?
Firstly, there was an opportunity there. When we traded Alan Crabb, there was minutes to be had, and he took advantage of them. He's shooting the three very consistently. He's a fantastic athlete. He's a very smart player, and he's very consistent. I know when I put him out there, I know what I'm going to get from him.